All right, there she is. Got a broken garage door spring. Yep, old overhead door. You can tell it's an old overhead door by the square hinges and the way the garage door spring is. When you see that style, 9/16 bolts, the old style where you put the winding bars in, you can just tell this is an older setup for sure. So what I'm gonna do is a small torsion overhaul. I'm gonna leave the bar up there, put 2 springs for the price of 1, add a center plate or a center metal bearing in there because right now it's just got a little plastic bushing. Put the new end bearing plates up here, new drums, new cables, and I'm gonna put a new strut on here too. That top panel's good, the strut, but it's got a little slight bow, so I'm gonna put a panel there too, or a strut. And because it's an old overhead door, a little bit more thick gauge of metal, I'm gonna also put a strut on down here to add a little extra weight. So I'm gonna put a 207 and a 218, maybe even a 225 spring up there, probably a 207 and a 225, and it should balance good. So let's get to it. All right, took these old square overhead bearings off. Chuck that in there. I'm gonna put the new ones on. And this works just fine. I've had a lot of guys say it don't. Guys, come on. You get this up here, get it shot to the wall real good, and put a couple bolts in there. It holds to the track just fine. Never had any issues. Take that off there because I'm gonna put a new drum. Anyway, gotta hammer that off, it's hard. All right, on these old overhead door parts like this, when you're converting everything, you don't have to change that single plate. It'll last forever, of course, but all these holes are always different. They're always small 7/16 or smaller diameter, so you always have to drill them out to about a half or bigger in order to get some good bolts in here. So let's go ahead and do that. It's not hard. Get a couple of these long gals because we're going to put 2 springs on there, so we got to make sure we have bolts long enough. Should be fine. Oh yeah. Problem. Get these old springs off here. Got one on that side already. Drum and end bearing on that side. Just got to do this side. Cables are already on. Right there. Don't do this. Don't leave hammers laying around. That's how you forget stuff. Cables on there. Got this extra strut put on here. Getting there. See these old square overhead door parts, man. All these little carriage style nuts and bolts are 7/16 or smaller. So I got to take both of these off. The 2 lag bolts. take that whole plate off and put a regular end bearing plate on there. So, like so. Two lag bolts. I know this whole thing will move. Just kind of lift up with my elbow since I got a camera. It might be hard because this is at a weird angle. Sometimes if you can't pull the torsion tube through, you got to get this angle right. So sometimes you pop that off. Whole thing moves. Lift it up a little bit. And just take that square plate off. It's these little nuts and bolts. They're super small. So yeah, let's put an end bearing plate on here and got a drill right here and here and shoot the light bulb. That's that. Take the drum off. And the spring. See, these old ones, get familiar with this, guys. If you see this, a big square head, things like this, they're 9/16, they're huge. And they're so flat. The new ones are smaller and red, they're 7/16 size, and plus this little hole right here, this style of head on the cone, it's just different. See that? When you see this kind of setup, you know it's automatically 20 to 30 plus years old because they don't make them like that anymore. So, man, I got a bad batch of springs. I was about to put this on the left-hand side like it's a left hand. See, it's tipped in red. So that means it's normally a left-hand wind. But check this out. When I lay it down, what way is that cone coming? If it's right, it's supposed to be winding this way, and the last coil right here should be going up toward the wall. But if you look, it's coming towards me. Yeah, it's tipped in red. So see what I mean? Let me flip it. If it's, so now we got it like it's a right-hand wind. Now look what way the coil's facing. It's going around this way, going toward the wall like it should be. So this is a right-hand wind. So it needs to be tipped black. So again, man, like I tell you guys, pay attention. They always tip these things wrong at the manufacturer. Never trust that. Get in a good habit of always looking at the coils before you slide them onto the torsion bar. It's just simple. While you got it in your hand, walking to where you're going. See, I was going to the left because I'm thinking it's tipped in red. As I'm climbing the ladder, I'm like, wait, oh shoot, that's wrong. That's supposed to be this way. So I know it's going on the right. Heads up. I got that end bearing up there. Got a lag shot up here first. You can do it either or. It's just easier to get started. Then what I'm going to do is, these are a pain. You got to start at a higher speed and slowly tap into it. You can't just push, you know, because it'll push that way. Plus, it'll just suck your drill like that. I want to see if I know how high, so I'm going to try to hold it with my hand at the same time with the cam recording. All right, just got to start at a higher speed. Barely tap into it. Just let it do the work. Like that. And our nut and bolt should fit right in there. Bam. The other one's gonna be tricky because I don't have much diameter left. I don't want to shoot it in that spot because it's a little bit too close. I want to get more of a bite on the end bearing plate, so I'm gonna try to do this one. See what happens. Like I said, the key is not to push it too fast. You got to let it bite and slowly do the work and drill its way through. You push it hard, it's gonna bite and nick and do all kind of crazy stuff. Pull you around, just let it do the work. Check it out. Should be good. Whew, guys, that could not have gotten balanced any better. That was perfect. Putting the 225 instead of the 218 on there. That's perfect. Spray this thing real quick. Lastly, check, make sure the cables are tight. Good. Good and tight, no sagging.